Hey guys, welcome back for another video from TDL DIY. So right behind me we got the stove. We got some issues with it. I found out when I came back this weekend, since I work out of town, we were cooking some Thanksgiving dinner, or my wife was cooking a salmon, I believe, just before on Saturday, just before Thanksgiving dinner, and I was hearing this weird noise and I'm like, what is going on? And my wife's like, don't worry about it, it's just the pan, it's just rattling a little bit from you know, the heat and stuff like that. It just would make the pan flex and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll let it go. So then I was heating up the oven for the turkey and I heard it again. So I have a convection oven, which means there's a couple fans inside. There's actually three, a small one, a big one, and another small one at the bottom. And I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. So basically what's going on is the fan, the middle fan, I believe, I need a new motor for, because the bearings or something along those lines have gone, and it's making some rattling noises. So we're gonna investigate that right quick. I'm gonna show you guys the noises it makes, how to troubleshoot it, and then eventually I'm gonna go out to the store and buy a new one. Okay, so let's go this way. So this is the stove we have, Samsung stove, and I'm sure a lot of other Samsung stoves are very similar as long as it's convection oven. Let's push it back a bit. So we do have the back panel off, it's just a couple screws, we'll get to that in a minute. Everything's hooked up. It's a little warm in here, not too bad. As you can see, we have the top fan, we got the middle one, and we got one down just right there. So we got three. I'm going to turn it on real quick on the convection. So we hit bake. We're gonna, yeah, 350, sure. So I can hear it already. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But right there, that's the middle fan, that's the top, and that's the bottom. Those are the motors. But we're making some if you're able to pick it up. Oh, here we go. Starting to get a little loud. We'll get right down there beside it, and maybe you guys can hear better. Some guys can hear that quite good, and even from here it's quite loud. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so now, since I already know which one it is, it's this guy right here. I'm going to unplug that wire for that middle motor. Try it again. This is what we should hear. Fairly quiet. You hear a little bit of fan, but nothing loud or crazy. We'll get right in here. And all I hear is a very, very slight hum of just a normal fan, as it should be. From here, absolutely quiet. This is what you should hear. It's normal. So we're going to turn it off. And guys, that's what you should be hearing with your convection oven. So if you hear it a little bit loud, apparently the middle fan goes, and I don't know why, but apparently the middle fan is a way to troubleshoot it. Now if you want, what you can do is just do exactly what I said. We'll take off that back panel. There's only like 5 or 6 screws, and then you have a bare bones back where you can see all the components and the wires, just like this. So once you get to this, it's the same shape inside. Top fan, middle, bottom. and a lot of the time this one goes. So we just have it disconnected now because we're gonna actually start taking that apart and get inside. I gotta let the inside cool a little bit before we start getting in there because it's gonna be warm. But that's it, guys. It's pretty simple, whatnot. So I'm gonna let this thing cool down. And always for a safety thing, guys, but this is how you troubleshoot it. Once you go a little bit farther in, don't touch anything over here where my hand is, because that is 240 volts and that is very dangerous stuff. You're gonna want to also, when you start taking those things apart, disconnect your power so that there's no faults. You don't accidentally rub up against something, hit something, it grounds out or anything, and you get a big shock. So we don't want any arcing, we don't want you to get hurt, but this is how you test to confirm your theory and is correct. And that's what we did here. So we will unplug it and we will get inside, let it open the door, let it cool down, and we got a couple screws here, and then inside there's a whole faceplate, and we got to take that off as well. See, it's like a hex type thing, so a socket would probably fit right on that. All right, we're gonna give this 9 a try. Yeah, it fits better, I think. So for this, you can't have it on loose, you gotta have it on tight. It's a backwards thread, just so you're aware. And that's the nut right there. All right, so it's pretty easy from here on out. Got to go to the other side. We'll take off those 3 screws, pop it out, and we're gonna take this guy with us. So we make sure that we have the right part. So that is what is left. All right, so we're gonna take this guy off. So this is what we're left with. This is the motor, and if you guys can tell, it has a little flat piece on it. Right there, you can see the flat piece right there. So that's what holds the fan on. Guess this comes off. It's probably just like that. And yeah, that's the shaft. Flat piece, pretty basic. This stuff wants to come off too. Just do that for now. And I don't see any actual part numbers on this. Maybe that's it right there. Hey guys, so I tried calling. I guess the store is closed since it's Thanksgiving Monday. Nothing much we can do. I also checked to see if they had it in stock online. Apparently I got the wrong part number, but they don't have it in stock in the store, so I had to order it. In that case, I just went to Samsung itself from the States, ordered it there, and I'm not sure when it's going to be here, but it costs $70 plus another $20 for me to ship it to Canada, international shipping. So it was a total of $90 US, which converts to roughly $119.44, so $120. And that was pretty much the cheapest I found it for anyways. I did find it 120 locally, like I said, from that one store, but I had to order it online and they would have tacked on another $15 or so, so it would have been $135. So I figured I might as well just go to Samsung and get the parts straight from them. In my case, it happened to be the cheapest and most reliable OEM factory part. Yes, I could have went to Amazon and I did check parts there. The prices varied hugely, but also the reviews as well. So some of the lower cost parts, the reviews were not very good. Say they last only a couple months or even a month after installing. I don't want any of that. I want OEM factory. I want to make sure this thing lasts another 3 to 5 years. So that's what I did. I ordered the factory part right from Samsung. Couldn't go wrong there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this thing back together. We're going to get it back together and I'll show you very quickly the part number. It says SMC-U386 Alpha. That is my part number and that's what I could reference it to from anywhere. Other two motors are the exact same, except at the end it has a B versus an A. As you can see right there, that is SMC-U386B. And the bottom one is the same as well. If you also want to try to find out where your stove model number is, I'll show you right now. Now, other stoves, I'm guessing they're all going to be in the same spot, but I'm not 100% sure. This is where mine is. This is a good place for you guys to take a look to find out. All right, so it's underneath right here.
It's a little dark.
But anyways, it's this strip right in here. I'm not able to get the part number for it, or the model number, but if you really want my model number, I'll put it in the description. I transfer all the components from here to this one, and it's identical. It's the exact same. Looks identical to me. So first step, so far so good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slowly take this apart and start putting stuff from this one to this one. And yeah, we'll give her a go, but that's just the way it's going to be. Can you guys see that? Look at the play in it. New one doesn't have that, so that's why that one's toast, just in case you're curious. Now we're just going to put our screws in. We'll go inside. There's 2 more screws, and we got to also make sure we connect that fan on. We should be good to go. We'll test it out and we'll see how it sounds. Should be a lot better.
Right there.
Should be good. Now we just got 2 bolts for this guy. One up top, one down below. There we go. And that should be done for inside. Well, one last thing is our wires. Just connect those guys up. That's it. That's all. Let's turn her on, see how it sounds. So far so good. It's quiet. And that's exactly what we want. That's the rate from Samsung, this part. And everything so far is nice and quiet. It's the way it should be. We got just a slight little hum, and you can see that fan is spinning. So, happy with it. That's all there is to it, really, guys. This has fixed our job, and we're gonna call that good. Another job well done over here, and I'm sure my wife's gonna be happy. Now she's able to cook and do other things without using the little guy over there. So that's it. We're just gonna button the back up. We're gonna push it back in place, and job's done. Up. Go. So you guys around to an angle. Let's deal there. There we go. Alright guys, that's it. All we gotta do is we'll put the trays in. We're gonna push it back, we'll put the trays or the racks back in, and job's done. Alright, so I'm gonna get to that. I'll catch you in a minute. That's it. Alright guys, so you just saw us put the racks back in. That's all there is to it. And if you like this kind of stuff, guys, I'm sure more stuff's gonna break around the house. It's one of those things about being a homeowner. Stuff does break. When it does, try and fix it yourself if you can. Not everybody has these abilities, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube that can assist you along the way. And hopefully this video can help you too. So if you like this kind of stuff, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, never stop learning.